KTAB News at 6 continues.
Many families have long-standing holiday traditions, and one area family is no exception. A Bangs woman puts long hours of dedication into hosting Thanksgiving and wouldn't have it any other way.
Good for her. And KTAB's Dustin Tatro has her story in this week's Senior Spotlight.
Cathey Wiedebusch won't let anything interfere with her favorite tradition, family Thanksgiving, you guessed it, at her place.
That's 4 generations. I have a son and a daughter. And on my son, I have the 5 generations.
That many people means there's a lot of preparation. First, she has to check in on her husband, Vern. He's just fine.
Coming up next on KTAB News at 6.
Watching KTAB News nearly every night for 20 years. Back to the kitchen.
Why 5 desserts?
Because there's usually around 12 to 15 people here.
But still, that's a huge variety.
Well, I like to send stuff home with people.
Speaking of stuffing, she's been a part of that dish since her mother cooked the big meal.
We would all get there early enough to help her chop up and cut up and make the dressing. So I've watched her for years, and that's why I do the same recipe.
But then came a critical turn of events.
It was so burned you couldn't hardly chew it. It was too dry to eat, and she blamed it on Daddy. You know? That's one thing I remember very well. That's the last year we let her make the dressing. So I'm stuck for right now until someone steps up and takes over the family recipe.
Seasoned to perfection, after all, she's aiming for a reaction.
That's what I'm talking about. My son-in-law is supposed to say that every year.
Because what they say, the stories they share with each other, are what's really important.
We just laugh and talk. We're a laughing family. We're ready to be thankful and just catch up on everything.
In Bangs, Dustin Tatro, KTAB News.
Sounds like a great Thanksgiving table to be at. Thank you, Dustin. And the family also shares a Thanksgiving Day tradition with many, watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And you can watch that here on KTAB News tomorrow. It'll be carried live, and that begins at 8 o'clock on KTAB. And now on to another kind of turkey is what I...
I didn't say it. I may have thought it, but I didn't say it. David?
Really?
I had
That's the
to.
respect I get around here, people.